今日もお付き合いいただきありがとうございます。今日の主なニュースを英語でお送りします。
Japan's new fiscal year's provisional budget, amounting to approximately 8.6 trillion yen, has been officially approved. This budget will cover immediate government expenses at the start of the new fiscal year. Its passage ensures continued public services and financial operations until the full budget is finalized.
On March 30th, Israel announced that Iran launched multiple missile attacks towards Israel. Attacks from Yemen were also confirmed for the second time. Israel's military intercepted 2 drones from Yemen. Israel stated it conducted airstrikes on Iranian military facilities, and Kuwait reported intercepting 5 drones.
Socialite Devi Sukarno, known as Devi Lady, has been indicted for assault. The Tokyo District Public Prosecutor's Office filed charges at home. She was referred to prosecutors by the Metropolitan Police Department for allegedly throwing a glass at an office staff member and assaulting her manager, causing injuries.
Popular singer Koda Kumi has officially announced that she is pregnant with her second child. The artist shared the joyful news with her fans. She expressed her happiness and anticipation for the new addition to her family, receiving many congratulatory messages.
In the Tokyo foreign exchange market, the yen briefly weakened to 160 yen per US dollar this week. It then slightly recovered after a finance ministry official hinted at decisive measures. This statement aimed to curb market movements and prompted some investors to buy yen.
Mokiya Takubo, former mayor of Ito City, Shizuoka Prefecture, was indicted at home on March 30th for diploma forgery. She is accused of using an online service to create seals of Toyo University officials to falsify her graduation certificate. This follows allegations of academic fraud against her.
A boy, aged 1 to 2, was found unconscious and not breathing in an irrigation canal in Nagareyama City, Chiba Prefecture. Authorities believe he may have fallen in. An emergency call was made shortly after 2 p.m. on March 30th, and he was airlifted to a hospital by a medical helicopter.
After an officer was arrested for trespassing at the Chinese embassy in Tokyo, the National Police Agency held an emergency meeting on March 30th. Commissioner Yoshinobu Kusunoki called the incident regrettable and unacceptable, ordering immediate steps to prevent recurrence. He stressed the urgent need to ensure the safety of foreign missions and diplomats.
University admissions for comprehensive and school recommendation pathways are set to make interviews mandatory. This change addresses concerns that some universities overemphasized academic tests in this year's admissions. The new rules are expected to be implemented starting with the 2028 academic year entrance exams.
On March 30th, S&P Global Ratings affirmed Japan's long-term sovereign credit rating at A+ with a stable outlook. S&P cited Japan's strong external position, diverse economy, and robust political system, while strong revenue growth has helped reduce fiscal deficits. Geopolitical tensions may affect economic growth.
次は社会のニュースです。
A ground self-defense force member was arrested for trespassing on the Chinese embassy grounds in Tokyo. Following this, the National Police Agency held an emergency meeting on March 30th. Security chiefs from 12 prefectural police departments, which constantly guard embassies and consulates, gathered. The agency stated its commitment to meeting international trust.
Tokyo Electric Power Company has applied for the final inspection of Kashiwazaki Kariwa Nuclear Power Plant Unit 6. Commercial operation is now scheduled for April 16th. This new timetable was submitted to the Nuclear Regulation Authority following an alarm activation. The plant aims to resume operation, a significant development for the energy sector.
The Supreme Court has rejected an appeal for a 27-year-old defendant. He was accused of throwing an explosive near former Prime Minister Kishida in Wakayama City 3 years ago. This decision finalizes his 10-year prison sentence for charges including attempted murder, bringing an end to the legal proceedings.
Former Edo City Mayor Maki Takubo from Shizuoka Prefecture has been indicted on charges including diploma forgery. Prosecutors allege that she used an online service to create seals of Toyo University's president and others, then forged a graduation certificate. This indictment on March 30th follows suspicions of academic fraud.
Japan's new fiscal year provisional budget, amounting to approximately 8.6 trillion yen, has been passed and enacted. This temporary budget is crucial for ensuring the continuity of government operations and essential services at the start of the new fiscal year. It will bridge the gap until the full budget is approved.
Nankai Electric Railway announced on March 30th its withdrawal from the ferry service connecting Wakayama and Tokushima. The decision stems from declining profits, primarily due to rising fuel costs. Operations are scheduled to continue until the end of March 2028, but this timeline may be shortened depending on circumstances.
The Tokyo Metropolitan Government has concluded its investigation into a 68-year-old case where a man was swapped with another baby at a Sumida Ward hospital. On March 30th, a report stated the biological parents could not be identified. Authorities indicated that further investigation into the decades-old mix-up is difficult.
Heavy rain and strong winds are forecast from Kyushu to Kanto until March 31st, reaching warning levels in some areas. This could bring the year's heaviest rainfall, raising concerns for landslides and flooding in low-lying areas. Tokyo is also bracing for a cherry blossom scattering storm.
A revised civil code will take effect on April 1st, allowing joint custody after divorce. Both parents can now retain parental authority. Couples can choose between joint or sole custody. For those already divorced with sole custody, it's possible to petition the family court to switch to joint custody.
Kobe City announced on March 30th the dismissal of a male staff member in his 40s for an indecent act with a male child at a city facility. While he now denies it, he initially admitted the act. The city is consulting police for possible criminal charges. A supervisor was also disciplined for not reporting the incident.
次はビジネス関連のニュースです。
Nankai Ferry will withdraw from its Wakayama-Tokushima route by March 2028. Nankai Electric Railway announced this decision, citing the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and rising fuel costs on its business. The ferry currently operates 8 round trips daily. Wakayama's governor expressed a desire to minimize the withdrawal's effects.
Toyota Mobility Tokyo, a Toyota subsidiary, reportedly resold trade-in vehicles off-book to used car dealers. A tax investigation by the Tokyo Regional Taxation Bureau found the company concealed about 40 million yen in income from these profits. This was deemed income concealment involving fraudulent actions.
China's foreign ministry announced sanctions, including an entry ban, on Japanese House of Representatives member Keiji Furuya. China accused Mr. Furuya, chairman of the Japan-Taiwan Parliamentary Group, of colluding with Taiwan independence forces and interfering in China's internal affairs.
The government intends to submit a bill to Parliament as early as April to revise the retrial system. This amendment to the Code of Criminal Procedure is aimed at improving the system. A faction within the Liberal Democratic Party is strongly pushing to prohibit prosecutors from appealing retrial decisions.
Japan's 8.6 trillion yen provisional budget for 2026 has passed, covering April 1st to 11th. This is the first such budget in 11 years. It includes funds for free high school tuition and elementary school lunches. The original March budget plan was abandoned, and Prime Minister Takaichi expressed regret.
Experts warn of M9 plus mega earthquakes potentially exceeding the Great East Japan earthquake and Nankai Trough. They highlight two specific areas, the Japan Trench and Tsushima Trench. Japan has entered a great earth fluctuation era since 2011, leading to accumulated stress and the risk of such massive quakes.
On March 30th, Tokyo's Nikkei average plunged by 1,487 yen, closing below 52,000 yen. Concerns over prolonged Middle East tensions caused a broad market decline. Long-term interest rates hit a 27-year high. Despite the yen strengthening, a triple-dip scenario with falling stocks and bonds is developing.
Japanese fishing tackle exports to China have more than tripled in 6 years, reaching 18.2 billion yen in 2025. China is now the largest export market, valued for durability and ease of use. Brands like Shimano are popular. The pandemic sparked an outdoor boom, especially lure fishing among young people.
Defense funding tax increases begin April 1st, with corporate and tobacco taxes rising first. Income tax hikes will follow in 2027. The government expects an annual revenue boost of 1.3 trillion yen. Corporate tax adds a 4% surcharge on larger profits. Tobacco taxes, particularly for heated products, will also rise in stages.
On March 30th, the Nikkei average fell for a third day, closing down 14,485 yen at 51,885 yen. Investor caution intensified due to prolonged Middle East tensions. The yen depreciated to the 160 yen level against the dollar, prompting finance officials to warn of decisive action and possible currency intervention.
では、スポーツニュースをお伝えします。
The spring high school baseball tournament at Koshien Stadium will hold its final game on March 31st. This year, Chiban Gakuin from Nara will face Osaka Twain High School. Both teams from the Kinki region are making final adjustments as they aim for the championship title.
Munetaka Murakami of the Major League White Sox hit his third solo home run against the Brewers. This marks his third consecutive game with a home run since the season opener. He is the first Japanese player to achieve 3 consecutive home runs from his MLB debut.
Tatsuya Imai, pitcher for the Major League Astros, made his debut start against the Angels. He faced control issues, giving up 4 runs before leaving the mound in the 3rd inning. He received no decision for the game, neither a win nor a loss.
Kazuma Okamoto of the Major League Blue Jays hit his first solo home run since his transfer during a game against the Athletics. The Blue Jays played the Athletics at home in Toronto on the 29th. Okamoto was batting cleanup in the previous game.
Shohei Ohtani's first World Series home run ball, hit in Game 1 last year, was auctioned. Bidding closed on March 29th, Japan time March 30th. It sold for $114,000 or about 18.22 million yen on the American auction site SCP Auctions.
Shohei Ohtani of the Dodgers played against the Diamondbacks as the leadoff designated hitter. He had no hits in 2 at-bats, but drew 2 walks. His team achieved a 3-2 comeback victory with a home run, marking their 3rd consecutive win since opening day.
The International Skating Union announced its 2025-26 season ISU Skating Awards on March 29th. Yuma Kageyama's short program, I Wish, won the Best Program Award. Kageyama earned 2 silver medals at the Milan Cortina Winter Olympics in both individual and team events.
Japan's national football team, currently touring the UK, has started preparations for a friendly match against strong opponent England. The game is scheduled in 2 days. Japan recently secured a 1-0 victory over Scotland in a friendly played in Glasgow.
Former bobsleigh athletes have submitted a request to the sports agency. This follows the men's bobsleigh team missing the Milan Cortina Olympics due to the Sports Federation overlooking qualifying conditions. They seek a third-party investigation and measures to prevent recurrence.
Shota Imanaga, pitcher for the Major League Cubs, made his first start of the season on March 29th. Facing the Nationals at home in Chicago, he gave up 4 runs before leaving the game in the 6th inning. He was charged with the loss.
続いて、国際ニュースです。
The U.S. has increased its Middle East troop count to over 50,000, including the 31st Marine Expeditionary Unit. The government is considering ground operations in Iran to unblock the Strait of Hormuz. Experts suggest these would be limited raids, not a full invasion. U.S. public opinion largely opposes deploying ground troops.
The Middle East conflict, sparked by U.S. and Israeli attacks on Iran on February 28th, has now lasted 1 month, killing thousands. On February 28th, Iran-backed Houthi rebels from Yemen joined the fighting. They launched missiles at Israel for the first time in months, further expanding the conflict across the region.
President Trump stated on the 29th that talks with Iran are going very well, hoping for an early ceasefire. He also threatened to crush Iran and hinted at escalating military actions, sending mixed messages. Trump claimed Iran agreed to allow 20 oil tankers through the Strait of Hormuz for days, starting March 30th.
Pakistan's Deputy Prime Minister announced that Pakistan will mediate talks between the United States and Iran. These discussions aim to end the ongoing conflict and are expected soon. This initiative signals a diplomatic effort to de-escalate regional tensions.
U.S. President Trump reportedly told a prominent British newspaper that his desire is to take Iran's oil. This statement comes amidst heightened military tensions and ongoing discussions regarding the situation in Iran, highlighting a controversial stance.
China sanctioned Japanese lawmaker Keiji Furuya, including an entry ban and asset freeze. Furuya, head of a pro-Taiwan parliamentary group, recently met Taiwan's president. China accused him of supporting Taiwan independence. Japan condemned the unilateral measures as unacceptable, violating free expression, and demanded their withdrawal.
Taiwan's main opposition, Kuomintang chairwoman Cheng Li-wen, will visit mainland China in April, a first in 9.5 years invited by Xi Jinping. A meeting is possible. China aims to cooperate with the KMT to pressure Taiwan's ruling Democratic Progressive Party government.
Myanmar's military chief, Min Aung Hlaing, has been nominated as a presidential candidate for the new government starting in April and is expected to be elected. He retired as commander-in-chief, with Yi Win-uo as his successor. This aligns with the constitution as the military seeks to project a return to civilian rule.
One peacekeeper from the UN Interim Force in Lebanon, UNIFIL, was killed in an attack. This occurred amidst escalating exchanges of fire between Israel and Hezbollah in neighboring Lebanon. The United Nations strongly condemned the incident, categorizing it as a war crime.
Heavy rainfall caused widespread damage in East Africa. including Ethiopia, Kenya, and Tanzania during March. Over 200 people died from landslides and floods. Ethiopia reported at least 125 deaths. Floods in Kenya killed 88 and displaced over 34,000. In southern Tanzania, 20 died from landslides, with poor drainage contributing to the disaster.
続いて、文化・芸能ニュースをお伝えします。
Actress Hikari Mitsushima, 40, announced her marriage to model Keisuke Asano, 32, on March 30th. She also revealed her pregnancy on Instagram, stating, "A new life is in my womb." The couple submitted their marriage registration and expressed gratitude for warm support. They are now focusing on their health and feeling happiness.
The new Demon Slayer movie, Mugenjo Arc Part 1, has surpassed 40 billion yen in box office revenue. This makes it the second Japanese film in history to reach this milestone, following the previous Demon Slayer movie, Mugen Train. The film achieved this success in 255 days, attracting over 27 million viewers.
The NHK morning drama Bake concluded on March 27th. Its average household viewership in the Kanto region was 15.2%, lower than the previous drama, Anpan's 16.1%. Bake was based on Setsu, wife of writer Lafcadio Hearn. The story depicted her love with her foreign husband, navigating language and cultural differences.
TV Asahi announced achieving the Triple Crown in viewership ratings for fiscal year 2025. They ranked first in all-day, golden time, and prime time for both individual and household ratings. This marks their second consecutive year for individual and fourth for household ratings. Strong news, information programs, popular dramas, and sports broadcasts all contributed to this success.
Shogi player Sota Fuji, 23, the Kyo successfully defended his title for the fourth consecutive year. He defeated challenger Yasuhide Masuda, 28, in the fifth game on March 29th, winning the series 3-2. Fujiya achieved a remarkable reverse defense, coming back from a 1-2 deficit. He also recently defended his Osho title, overcoming similar challenges.
Regarding the news of Kumi Koda's second pregnancy, the provided content does not contain any relevant information. Instead, the text consists of a list of unrelated news headlines and video rankings. Therefore, a summary of Kumi Koda's announcement cannot be generated based on the given material.
Nippon TV held a press conference on March 30th. They discussed Hitoshi Matsumoto's potential return to his show Downtown no Gaki no Tsukai ya Arahende. NTV also explained the broadcasting of a commercial featuring Matsumoto for Takasu Clinic during the program. They stated there was no reason to reject the commercial's airing.
Kazuhiro Fujiwara, 48, from the comedy duo License, announced his departure from Yoshimoto Kogyo on March 30th. After about 30 years with the agency, he will now work independently. Fujiwara stated his decision was driven by the thought that he has only 15 more years to move at full power.
The provided content for this news item, concerning Anri Sakaguchi's arrest for alleged theft and troubles at a gay bar, is entirely garbled and unreadable Japanese text. As a result, it is impossible to extract any factual information or details from the given material. A news summary cannot be generated.
VBI, a new 5-member Japanese boy group, all teenagers, will debut in June. Produced by Kim Mi-jung, known for working with BTS, they pre-debuted with Koi Neo Chitara. Their debut CD releases June 24th with a concert at Nippon Budokan on August 31st. The group's theme is youth, and Shunji Awai directed their music video.
今日のニュースは以上です。最後までお付き合いいただき、ありがとうございました。おやすみなさい。